Pilgrim's Progress by John Bunyan, Chapter 3, continued Journey Toward the House Beautiful. Before he reached the top, the sun went down. Seeing darkness approaching and perceiving the dangers he had brought on himself by his presumptuous sleep, he began to dread the road. Now I must walk in darkness, he said, and hear the noises of the doleful creatures of night because of my careless sleep. Then he remembered what timorous and mistrust had told him about seeing lions in the way. These beasts, he thought, prowl at night for their prey, and if they should attack me, I have nothing with which to defend myself. How could I ward them off or escape being torn to pieces? While he was deploring his unhappy lot, he saw lights ahead, and a very stately building appeared in the gloom. It was the lodge, the palace, beautiful, standing a little way back from the road. With the thought that he might find lodging there, he quickened his steps. He entered the narrow trail leading to the house and saw two lions, one on each side of the path. Here were the dangers timorous and mistrust were talking about, which caused them to turn back and depart from the heavenly way. He stopped to consider what he must do. He wondered if he too should not turn and run as they had done, for he could see nothing but death before him. But the porter of the lodge, whose name was Watchful, saw Christian hesitating as if he would go back, and called out to him, "Is your faith weak? Why be fearful? Don't be afraid of the lions, for they are both chained. They are placed there to try the faith of travelers and to discover those who have no faith. Keep in the middle of the path, and you will not be hurt." Then Christian ventured down the path between the lions, which roared and surged at their chains, but did him no harm. He praised the Lord of the hill and walked on to the gate where the porter stood. "Sir, what house is this?" he asked. "May I stay here tonight?" The porter answered, "This house was built by the Lord of the hill to accommodate pilgrims." The porter also asked Christian his name, where he was from, and where he was going. "My name is Christian now, however, at first it was Graceless. I am from the city of destruction, and I am going to Mount Zion. Since night has come and I do not know the way before me, I would like to spend the night here if I may." "But how does it happen," Porter asked, "that you come so late?" Christian responded, "I would have been here much earlier, but careless man that I am, when I sat down to rest in the cool arbor on the side of the hill, I went to sleep. I must have slept an hour or longer, and I was further delayed because in my sleep I dropped my sacred book and did not miss it until I got to the top of the hill. Then I had to go all the way back to the arbor to find it." The porter said, "Well, I will call one of the maids, and if she likes your story, she will introduce you to the other occupants according to the rules of the house." So Watchful, the porter, rang a bell, and soon a beautiful, sedate lady appeared whose name was Discretion. Porter said, "This man is on a journey from the city of destruction to Mount Zion. Night has overtaken him here, and he would like to spend the night." Discretion asked him his name, how he found the right way, and something of what he had seen on the way. Christian related a few of his experience and said, "I have a keen desire to stay here, for I am told that this place was built by the Lord of the hill for the relief and security of pilgrims." She smiled, thought for a moment with tears in her eyes, and then said, "I will call two or three of my helpers." Then she went to the door and called Prudence, Piety, and Charity, who, after brief conversations, invited him in to meet the others. He bowed courteously and followed them into a large front room. After he was seated, they brought him a cool, refreshing drink and entertained him while supper was being prepared.